Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back once again to FTL Faster Than Light. I'm still gonna be playing as this ship. Still need to do the last achievement, so let's just jump right into the run, as we have already done. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm a little bit disappointed with the last run that we played. I died in a situation that I probably shouldn't have died in, but at the same time, I'm also not that worried about it. I don't think we would have been able to actually get the achievement on that run. So the fact that we didn't get it, the fact that we died was okay. By the time we had gotten to that second rock-controlled sector, we only had like 4 maybe rock ship kills. That's not nearly enough. You really do need to get like 7 on your first one. So I really don't think that run was actually going to be a success, a complete success, but that's okay. Maybe we can get a little bit lucky, or a little bit more lucky on this run, that is, and actually get this achievement done. Taking a little bit of damage on this first encounter, the mini beam and the basic laser, they can penetrate your shields. The mini beam and the heavy laser, if you're lucky, your shields will come back online before the beam hits. So it's just a little bit of a bad luck situation that we've got ourselves in now. I think I might want to attack their weapons or engines. Their weapons are going to fire in a second. Let's attack their weapons. Keep ourselves a little bit safe. Breach to the weapons room. They're not going to be able to get that repaired, so we can take out their piloting system, and that kills them. Good. If we got a couple of misses in there, maybe they could have escaped, but we did get a little bit lucky with our shots. And of course, you know, at the beginning of that fight, that first mini beam hit took out our weapons, so we weren't able to do a lot of damage very quickly. They were able to do a lot of repairing, getting a couple of their crew members into the piloting room, getting that repaired. Unfortunate, but that's okay. What are we looking for here? We're looking to get this achievement, to finally be able to finish FTL, or at the very least, to 100% it. I'm not going to be done with FTL, I will still play it on occasion, but the last achievement left to get in this game is to destroy 15 rock ships. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, and it's going to take a while. It's probably the most RNG heavy encounter in the game, because at least with the with some of the other encounters, you can cheese it. Like the encounter where you have to get to the rock-controlled, or the rock homeworld sector with the crystal crew member and find the crystal sector. You can kind of cheese that by starting with the rock ship that has a crystal crew member. You can't really cheese this encounter. You actually have to complete it in its entirety, and that's kind of annoying. But it's okay. We can make it work. So they're getting stuff repaired. They have, it looks like 3 crew members. I'm not going to worry about taking out their oxygen and suffocating them. I'm just going to kill them. They have 0% dodge chance, so that shot was definitely going to land. Now we've already got quite a bit of scrap. 35 off of 2 combat encounters is pretty good. One more encounter with that kind of payout, and we will be able to get the second bar of shields. Protect us a little bit more from, you know, 1 beam, 1 laser being able to do a lot of damage to us. It's kind of lucky that we only took 1 point of damage from that flak gun. I'd like to go to the nebula if I can, so let's try to make our way down there. I'll spend 20 scrap, get that piloting system upgrade. So for a second there I thought that we had the second level of shields. We don't. But this is the better version of that ship that we fought on the first jump. This ship, ideally we will be able to bring our shields back online before the beam fires, because the heavy laser fires faster than that basic laser. So shields will come back, and it was close. It was close! It still managed to do some damage to us, but not very much, and we can take out their weapons very quickly here. Good. And we can get stuff repaired. We don't need a pilot right now. You know what, you can just stay there. You're really freaking slow. So yeah, we took a little bit of damage. That's not all unexpected. We'll make it work. Keep taking out their weapons. That shot missed, but at least we now have our shields back online. They're trying to escape, so I'm going to have to fire on their piloting system next. I could fire on their shields, but they probably have more than 2 crew members, so their pilot's going to stay in the piloting room. We have to destroy that system. And we breached it as well. That's good, because it means that they are not going to be able to get it repaired before I can fire again. Kind of want to take out oxygen now. They have no dodge chance, so this will kill them. But I was thinking take out the oxygen and they might suffocate trying to get stuff repaired. Specifically the piloting room. With 50 scrap, I think you do upgrade the shield system first. That would have protected us from all damage on that encounter. I could have depowered my engines, powered up my shields, and been perfectly protected. And now we can do that. That looks like a burst laser. Might be a Mark II, might be a Mark III. No, not Mark II. Burst laser. That might be a burst laser Mark I or Mark II. E.g. the one that fires 2 shots or the one that fires 3 shots. That's what I meant to say. We will attack the ship. It is a burst laser Mark II. So that's 3 shots. We can't perfectly dodge this, but what we can do is depower oxygen and engines slightly. Have a 15% dodge chance and 2 bars of shields. All we need to do is dodge 1. We dodged 0. That's okay. It only hit the engine room. Engine room will get repaired pretty quickly. I can even have the shield personnel help with that. It's more important that we get those the engines online so we get that dodge chance, because the shields, like, they only have 1 weapon and it fires all at once. So the shields aren't that important if they charge up quickly. They will fire before I can fire, I think. Yeah. But we did dodge 1 shot, and that's all we needed. All we needed was to dodge that 1 shot. We can even depower the shields for a second, get the oxygen online. And now that their weapons are offline and breached, they can't do any more damage to me. We took 1 point of hull damage on this encounter. That is A-okay with me. That is well within... Might as well move the crystal heavy weapon onto the first position, because this is a small bomb. It's going to do 2 damage, and that crystal burst will go offline. If I had the weapon layout like this, both would go offline. Yeah, there it goes. That's alright, that's alright. Let's take out the cloak. What was I going to say? I don't remember what I was going to say. I was going to say something. Hey, dodge those bombs. That's good for me. Oh, come on. Might as well get the weapons repaired. Yes, so, achievement. How are we going to do it? We got to get lucky. That's basically all there is to it. Oh my god. At some point, I do need to get some additional weapons. I don't like having and relying on these burst weapons. They always seem to miss whenever you don't want them to. And of course you cloak. At least their weapons can't come back online, and in fact they will eventually run out of bombs as well. It's not that big of a deal. Sensors are out, might as well have the shield personnel go get that repaired. Honestly, if he wants to destroy like every system I have, I'm okay with that. Get me some additional training on things. We get 10 scrap. That's alright. Come on, finish the repairs, finish the repairs, finish the repairs. We do have sector scans, so we know where there is a store. There's 2 stores on the sector. We could go to one store and sell the... What is it called? What is it called? Crystal Vengeance. Sells for 40, I believe, and it's not a very good augment to have, so if we can sell that, that might be nice. Get some additional scrap, maybe get some reactor power. But why not save it for later? If we're going to go to the store in the future, to a store in the future, why don't we save it and sell it when we are going to buy something? We don't have any scrap to buy anything right now, so going to the store, not really that important in my mind. There are some combat beacons we can go to. There's actually 3 combat beacons in the nebula, so I definitely want to go into that nebula. That's just combat for me. Now, one of those is an ion storm, so I definitely want to have as much reactor power as possible before then, but being able to go to the nebula will slow down the rebel advance and allow me time to go to more beacons. Question is, do we want to go up and around or just down through the nebula? I think we just go down through the nebula. We can go back behind the distress beacon, then go up to the asteroid field maybe, and then make our way down to the exit. Either way, I think we're in a good position on the first sector. We're going to be able to go to a lot of beacons, get a lot of scrap, hopefully. And we do get another crew member for free. And NG is amazing. It means that if we find NG-controlled sectors, we can go to those and get some sweet, sweet blue event options because of that NG crew member. And also it means that we can do 2 other blue event options in 2 other beacons that normally we wouldn't be able to get anything out of. We can get the broken satellite defense system, and we can do the diseased mining colony. The NG can do both of those. Can't do the station on fire. We need a rock crew member for that, or some sort of a drone. Sensors, I think, would give us a blue event option here, but we don't have any, but that's okay. So 2 beacons, maybe 3 beacons, and then the Ion Storm. Need to get as much reactor power as possible, because we are going to have half power, and we need some power for weapons. We only need 1 power for weapons, technically, because the Crystal Heavy will probably be able to get through any shields that they have. The enemy ship will probably power down their shields to 0 or 1 bars, where it's going to attack the ship. So, and we're definitely just going to power up the shields here. Keep the engines online so we can get some dodge chance training. I could farm training indefinitely here. And if I was really trying to win, I would do that. But this is not a win and run. This is a get the achievement done run. We're actually going to be able to kill the crew on the ship, I believe. Oxygen system was breached. The oxygen's going to go out. They do have slug repair gel because this is a slug ship, but all we have to do is keep the oxygen system offline. If it ever gets repaired, keep firing at it, and eventually the crew will die pretty easily. Crewman in there is also wounded because of the weapons that we fired in. He's getting it repaired, doesn't matter. Another breach will finish the job here. They can't get it repaired because their crew has no HP. So, all we have to do is wait now. Depower the crystal weapon and power up the oxygen. We're gonna have to wait for a minute, so why don't we pay attention to our oxygen system. It was down to about 40% there, but now that it's powered up, it's gonna move up very quickly. It's gonna recharge quickly. And by the time the enemy crew dies, our oxygen should be close to 100%. Good encounter, good thing we had that second bar of shields. Allows us the freedom to stay here for as long as we want. Now, honestly, ideally, the ship would be it would have 2 lasers, heavy lasers, 1 burst laser Mark 1, because then I could get a little bit more dodge chance training, but as is, this is fine. We're not going to take any damage. We will be able to destroy the crew of the ship, kill the crew, keep the ship intact, maybe get another crew member out of it, maybe some free equipment. Ideally not sector scans, but okay, we just got 3 fuel and 15 scrap, and that's it. But hey, that's still a pretty good payout, and I still appreciate it. We are going to get the reactor power. We're going to need it, so let's do it now. Keep jumping ahead. We can go to 1 more beacon, then the Ion Storm, then the Distress Beacon, and then maybe back around towards the exit. Or we go Distress Beacon up to the nebula and then over to the exit. We'll see. Okay, missile launcher. That sucks. That really sucks. The cloak also sucks. But they have no shields. As long as we can hit them in the weapon system, ooh, we dodged the missile. As long as we can hit them in weapons, take the missile launcher off the line, breach the system, it's not going to come back online. Good. Their weapons, well, their weapons might come back online because of the fact that it wasn't breached. At least I don't think it was breached, but that's okay. It was Alito and only did 1 point of hull damage. That's pretty good. Might as well get the oxygen and engines powered up. This shot should kill them. Good. We get 14 scrap. That is enough that we can get 1 more reactor power, and I'm definitely going to do that because we're going to need it going up into that nebula. I think we can go to all these beacons. 1 jump. 1 jump. 1 jump. 2 jump. Actually, I don't think we can go to all these beacons, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyways. Live large. Missile launcher 1 beam. Okay. Think we just power up the weapons to full. I think we let this missile land, basically, because we would only have like a 10% dodge chance anyways, and then we just go to town. I don't want to depower my shields. I don't want that beam drone to do a lot of damage to us, so yeah, let's keep the weapons powered up. I'd rather get hit by 1 missile guaranteed than get hit by a whole bunch of missiles. Hit our shields, start a fire, hit our weapons, start a fire. Let's just take their weapon offline. It's now offline. Now take their oxygen offline. Okay, that's fine. Our oxygen is gonna go down, but that's okay. I'd rather just keep the weapons powered up at this point. Now we don't have to worry about their weapon system. We can kind of worry about us. Hit them in shields. They're trying to surrender. 5 missiles, 8 scrap. No thank you. Take out their weapons again, please. Good. One more shot will kill them. And get the oxygen powered back online. Markel, go get healed up. Pick up 17 scrap. Enough that we can get... Actually, we can't get another reactor power. That's going to be 25 scrap, not 23. That's okay. Do still need to pick up the next medbay upgrade as well. I can go to like 4 more beacons before going to the exit, but we will get hit by the ASB. But I think it's worth it. I think the risk is worth it. We could just still go up to the exit, go to combat, distress, beacon, beacon exit instead of distress, beacon, beacon, combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. Yeah, let's go up to the exit first. Then we can jump around within range of the exit. Holy crap, a weapon just floating in space. 8 scrap plus an ion charger. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Ion charger is actually, or any ion weapon basically, is actually a really good combination with the weapons we have because they can take down 2 bars of shields down to 1 bar of shield, and then we can pierce with the crystal weapons that we have. So that's really good. I really enjoyed that that was the pickup from that encounter because that was a really good weapon to have. It's something that I probably wouldn't buy for myself, but having it is still quite nice. Now, unfortunately, we can't power up engines any further. We can't power up the ion charger. They're gonna get a missile off. It looks like Alito. It's Alito, and it did miss. Thank you, 25 or 20% dodge chance. I guess we attack their piloting system, reduce their dodge chance for the next shots that we send going in on them. Nah. Yes! I was hoping that we could breach the system, and we did. You know what? Let's send the NG over there. Let's send you there because you're closer, and then the NG will come replace you. I want to see what's happening aboard their ship. I don't want them to get the weapon system repaired, so I do kind of want to keep firing on it, but it's going to be repaired in a second anyways, and we really need to breach it if we want to keep it down permanently, which we can't do. They are also going to try to flee, so I guess we just take out the pilot. Good, that's 1 damage. They're not even getting it repaired. They're focusing on the O2 system, which is fine. It would be nice if we could kill the crew, but we're not going to be able to. This will kill them. No dodge chance. I want to keep the NG in the door room, by the way, so that we can get that... yeah, so that we can get that... second level of doors, and if we ever get boarded, I think it's important to have. We will dock and try to rescue survivors. We get another crew member, Jones. Jones is going to be on sensors, and now it's not a problem at all. I'm glad I came here. That, you know, that 1 crew member, is that worth 3 damage from the ASB hitting us? Almost certainly yes. I thought this was a solar flare for a second, but it's not. And this is you know, a fantastic ship to find in an asteroid field. Asteroids have already hit twice, reduced their dodge chance, taking out their chain laser, and all it took was 1 point of damage from us to actually get the kill there. That's just free scrap as far as I am concerned. Much better than fighting ships with a whole bunch of lasers at the same time, because that's a problem. Gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I know I am still recovering from this cold, but come on, body, fight it off. A little bit better and faster. Nothing. That's okay. We're gonna go to the exit now. I think we do get 1 more engine upgrade because we can put oxygen power into engines, and that's gonna increase our FTL charge rate. It's gonna be very slow. You know, ideally you wanna have, you know, that 6th level of engines to get out of the rebel ships. We're gonna have the 3rd level. So instead of a 2.25 times FTL recharge rate, we're gonna have a 1.5 times. So I guess theoretically that means that we will be able to escape before the ASB fires twice. And you know what? You know what I'm gonna do before we get started here? I'm gonna open all the doors that are not manned. because we will almost certainly be boarded, and I want to be prepared. So the doors get opened, close the doors, put the power into engines, we jump to the exit. Yeah, okay. They're not going to board us. They do not have a crew teleporter. What they do have is a rather nasty flak gun Mark II. So what I am going to do is send my crew back in. You can stay there for a second in case I do need to revert the power. We're just going to wait. We're going to wait, and I think if we get lucky, we can actually take out their weapons before they can take out anything on mine. They only have 2 guns, 1 power, 3 power. If I can do at least 2 points of damage to their weapon system, then that flak gun's gonna go offline. I don't have to worry about it. I'm only gonna have to get hit by the ASB. So crystal burst first, then the heavy. Both shots missed. So here comes the flak, and we can't dodge it. It is gonna land. Looks like it's gonna try to land in on either the medbay area or the weapons room. Ideally, it's not gonna hit the weapons room, but even if it does, we should be able to get out of here before the next flak shot comes in. Yeah, did hit on engines, but look at those misses. Holy cow. Get the weapons back online, please. Keep the crystal burst powered up as well. Well, okay, never mind. All right, divert power back into oxygen. That's a bit of an unfortunate situation there. That shot landed really hard on the weapons, on the weapon system. That's okay. We're gonna leave in a second. FTL drive is charged. Let's go. And hey, there's a lot of red sectors here. The first jump is rock controlled. Maybe that means this will be the run. This could be the run. Now, I don't think we've come across any rock ships up to this point. That's okay. That's okay. It's not a race. It is a, it's not a sprint. It is a casual jog to Sector 8. We just need to fight some rock ships in every sector, and on this sector, we need to get into as much combat as possible. So if we can get sector scans, honestly, we're gonna get sector scans. If we can buy the long-range scanners augment, we're gonna buy it, because that's gonna allow us to find combat more easily. Distress beacon could be nothing. There could be nothing here. There could be no ships there. It could just be an encounter that doesn't give us combat. So I'm wary of just going to the distress beacon. It is a guaranteed encounter, but I'd much, much, much rather find a ship like this, even if it is in an asteroid field. Basically just auto fire on their weapon system. I'll power up my engines before their weapons fire. Ideally, we can dodge 1 shot. We did. We dodged 1 laser, and that's enough. That even though the asteroid hit our shields as well, because we dodged 1 shot, we didn't take any damage. Okay, their weapons are completely offline. We can take their shields offline, and the asteroids should finish them off. Take out their engines now. Fire started aboard their ship, thanks to the asteroid, and this will finish them off. Good. Good. Good, good, good. Keep going? I think we keep going. I don't really want to go to the distress beacon. It could be a pirate, but if it's a pirate, it's going to be a mantis ship. If we keep going to beacons that aren't distress beacons, we have, I think, a better chance of getting combat. And here's some combat right here. Another rock ship. What do you know? Now this one might do some damage to us because they have a basic laser plus a burst laser Mark I. If we're super lucky, the shields will, oh my god, if we're super lucky, the shields will come back online before the second shot from the burst laser Mark I impacts, but actually we just dodged every single shot. We didn't need to, but we did anyways. We only needed to dodge 1 shot. Wow, that's some good dodging there. I appreciate it. I kind of wish that you would save those dodges for when it's a little bit more important, but that's okay. With our dodge chance being at max, we actually don't need to power up the engines. We could, and in fact should, let the shields get hit by weapons when we can, because that's going to mean that we can actually get some shield training. We can kind of force it to happen, and that's important. It adds up. You know, if our shields come back online faster, maybe that's 1 or 2 points of damage that we won't take in the future. 52 scrap. Do we spend it or do we save it? We would need 85 to get the next weapon online. So let's save it for now. Maybe go to a store pretty soon and buy some equipment. Another rock ship. Holy cow, this is great. This is where I need that dodge chance to happen. Not the previous encounter, this one. Dodge one of the flak shots, please. The shields should hold. Shields are back online. And one shot did land. You know what? That's okay. I don't mind. We took out their flak. We breached their engine room. They're not going to get that stuff repaired. Take out their shields next. And again, we actually don't need training on the engine personnel or the pilot, so we might as well let the shields take the hits, get the training done on Karis, our shield personnel. Jack, you need to get healed up. Sorry about that, buddy. Let's power up the medbay. And we will keep jumping. We'll keep following the outside path because it's worked out for us so far. Inquire. Oxygen upgrade. Good to have, but I think at this point I'd rather just keep the scrap. Scraps are very important. And we need it. We need to upgrade our ship at some point. Another rock ship. This is good luck. This is really good luck. You find a rock ship docked with a damaged Mantis fighter. Before you have a chance to hail them, the ship moves in to attack you and register teleporter symbols from the disabled ship. They're using the Mantis tech to board you. Not bad. We can easily kill one Rockman with 2 of our crew members. We don't need Karis on the shield system because the Ion's going to make the room unmannable, so we might as well have him help with the combat. This rock crew member will die very easily. He's not going to come back to life, but it doesn't really matter. We don't need to worry about their weapon system because their weapons can't hurt me. Might as well focus on, engines and piloting first. Okay, you guys go to the medbay, please. Karis, you go back to the shield room. We don't need dodge chance because we are fully trained up on our crew. We're getting a lot of breaches, which I do appreciate. Let's see what their ship looks like. I want to see the damage we've caused. Oh, yeah. They resisted a lot of that damage, but there we go. That finished them off. And we have 79 scrap. Not enough that we can get the charge ion online, so I might as well wait. We can sell the Crystal Vengeance augment. We can go to the store, but honestly, I want to keep going. I want to keep visiting beacons. We need as many combat encounters as possible. I don't want to risk one beacon by going to that store. I don't. So I'm not going to. I'm going to save my scrap. I'm going to save my guns. I'm going to save that augment. We'll deal with it later, but we need to go to as many beacons as possible. Yes, we didn't get anything from this beacon, but we could have. We didn't know that going into that beacon. It's still, I think, the best decision to go to beacons. And look, it's another rock ship. This will be the 5th rock ship we've killed on Sector 2. That's fantastic. And we might even be able to get some more. This is what I mean by us needing to have good RNG on these sectors. We can't just have a rock-controlled sector give us 2 ships to fight. We need to fight a ton of ships in order to get this achievement, and we are doing it. All right, both of those fired at the same time. The shields will basically have to absorb up to 4 damage, maybe 3 if some of the flak shots miss, but ideally 4. We have a 35% dodge chance. We can take out one of their weapons. And we did take out their flak, and we didn't take any damage ourselves. Very nice. All right, he's going to walk in there to get that stuff repaired. We don't need dodge chance now. We can let Karis keep getting trained up on shields. We can attack their engines, their piloting, reduce their dodge chance to 0. I'm not going to focus on oxygen because I can't kill the crew. Killing the crew here is the opposite of what I want. I want to kill the ships. So Karis getting trained up. Take those shields down. Their weapons are getting repaired. Doesn't matter. They're going to be dead. Unless they resist the damage, but that's not going to help you for forever, man. You're going to die. There we go. Three fuel, 14 scrap. Lovely. Now that is a distress signal. I don't think we go to the distress signal. I think we go around it. If there's time to go to it by the end of the sector, we'll go to it. Otherwise, we need to push our luck. We need to keep moving. Now with 93 scrap, I don't know what to get. Maybe the next bar of shields, or maybe we save scrap and then get a missile launcher system or something. When you arrive in an asteroid field, not when, but you arrive in an asteroid field and immediately begin evasive maneuvers when a loud clunk reverberates through the ship. At first you think the hull's been hit, but the noise came from some rock intruders teleporting aboard the ship. So they teleport and they just go clunk. We've arrived. Well, this kind of sucks, but I can probably get them to force them into the med bay, or at the very least just kind of keep them busy in the shield room. They're going into the oxygen room? No, they're gonna come back, okay. They're actually boarding me with another crew member, so I am gonna send the NG back so that I can vent this Rockman out. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, we can deal with it. Get the engines powered up. We have to take their weapons offline as quickly as we can. Our shot missed, but their missile missed. That's really good. Their missile's now offline. Good. Okay, we can close off these doors and bring the oxygen back. We don't need that dodge chance. Their crew will win the fight, so I'm actually thinking we bring the pilot and the engine personnel to help. We can win with a couple of additional bodies, so let's get them in there. Maybe they'll teleport away in a second. Ideally, they'll just teleport away in a second. Okay, keep attacking their weapon system. Keep it offline, breach it. Take out their shields. With their shields down, the asteroids will do a little bit more damage to them. They're not recovering their crew. Ah, because they have a clone bay. Gotcha. Okay, let's open up all doors. Get people into the med bay. We don't need to worry about dodging. We have 2 bars of shields. We're gonna be fine. Okay, they did retreat, probably because they need to deal with the fact that all their shit is broken. And they're dead. That ended up being very good. We were very lucky in dodging that first missile that came in at us. You know, if that hit the door system, then we would have had 3 Rockmen in the shield room. If that hit the shields, we would have probably taken some damage from asteroids in that heavy laser. If it hit us in weapons, we wouldn't have been able to take the missile launcher offline. It would have done more damage to us. We got a little bit lucky on that dodge, even though it was, what, 35%, I think? 110 scrap, but you know what? We can't spend it because we're in an asteroid field. Let's jump ahead. Fight another rock ship. This is, I think, number 7. This is fantastic. And this one also can't hurt me, so it gives me an opportunity to get the oxygen back up if it wasn't already. Might as well depower the engine so that Karis can get some more training. 49 to 55, almost to the next level. Trico, 7 of 65 on weapons. I don't want to attack their weapon system. I want to attack their engines, I suppose. Their shields. And I suppose I want to attack them not in their crew. I want to attack them in empty rooms, or rooms in which they are not being manned, because I don't want to kill the crew accidentally. It could happen. I don't want it to happen. So I'm going to play it safe. They can't hurt me. Mathematically impossible as long as my shields stay online. Let's abuse that. Pick up another 15 scrap. We have 125. At this point, I think we do upgrade the weapon system so that we can use the charge ion when we need to. We're going to need to upgrade the weapons anyways. We are eventually going to find ships that have, you know, 2, maybe 3 bars of shields. We're going to need some way of penetrating the shields. Ion weapon works very nicely. You know what? Don't go to the distress beacon. Keep jumping to non-distress beacons. Try to get into more combat. Offer your services. You're not properly equipped. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Anti-biobeam weapon. Ooh, interesting. If we ever run into a situation where we don't need to destroy the ship, where we can kill the crew, we can ionize it with the charge ion, kill the crew with the anti-biobeam, Oh, this is lovely. This is lovely. Anti-bio beam is a very rare weapon to get unless you're in slug sectors, and you can get it for free if you accept it as a surrender offer. We're in a Mantis-controlled sector right now, which means that we can accept, or I was going to say we can accept surrender offers, but we're probably not going to do that anyways. We can go to beacons. Distress beacons, I mean. God, words. Okay, 2 bars of shields. You know what? Let's get the charge ion online. We don't need to use it, but let's get it online. Dodge chance is going to be very low. They have a beam plus a double shot heavy laser. This is going to be a little bit tricky, but I think it's going to be fine. I'm just going to wait for the charge ion to get powered up to, 2 levels. Fire them both in. Then take out their weapons if we can. One of those lasers missed, which is big. It's very big. Good, and their weapons are completely offline. Let's depower the engines a little bit so that we can power up the oxygen. And in fact, let's depower the engines fully so that the shield personnel can get as much training as possible. And the charge ion, the other benefit of having the charge ion is that it will allow us to train the weapons personnel very quickly. We actually shot down an asteroid there, oddly enough. Yeah, we can just auto-fire the charge ion, and it will just, every time it fires, give 1 point of experience to the weapons personnel. We can use that to our advantage also by training other crew members on the station. We can have the NG, for example, when we're safe, go into the weapons room and trained up, just in case we need a replacement weapons personnel for some reason. Maybe we get a teleporter. Maybe we want to use a teleporter. There we go, we can jump. We will jump to the distress beacon. We do have second level med bay, so if we get boarded, we can kind of push the boarders into our med bay if we can. We have an NG, we can do this. NG crew member remotely repair it, do the work for them, ideally give us some additional scrap as a reward. That's what I'm thinking, by the way. That's the logic that goes through my mind. Now we do have 71 scrap. I think we save it and we get the next bar of shields. We actually don't really need that much equipment right now. We have, oh God, that sucks. They're in the med bay anyway, so we can just kind of walk in there and kill them. Might as well do that. Yeah, we're in a good position. I don't think we need to buy equipment unless it's like a system like a drone control system, unless it's a cloak, a hacking system, a teleporter. Like, we don't need equipment. We're fine. We have additional weapons that we can't use, weapons that kind of work well together. Right now we just need like shields and stuff. We're gonna have to leave. Let's jump down. We'll jump to these few beacons and then we'll decide where to go. We gotta deal with these invaders at some point. Okay, free scrap, lovely. You guys can deal with the invaders, finish them off, get everybody healed up, thank you. Now with 92 scrap, we can't spend it right now if we want to get the next shield upgrade, so let's save it. We could get some more reactor power, that's definitely something that is needed, but it's okay for now. Like on this encounter right now, we don't need the charge ion. Our weapons pierce 1 bar of shields. Let's get the engines powered up. We have a 35% dodge chance. Ion intruder drone, which scares the shit out of me. We've got to take out their weapon system ASA frickin' P. In fact, we have to take out their drone system as quickly as possible, because this intruder drone, it will make its way into the shield room and completely take our shields offline. I can't let that happen. So I think the first thing we do is we just attack their drone system. Get out of there. Okay, it's offline. Open up all interior doors. You know what, don't. Just stay in there for a second, would you? As long as the ion intruder drone stays offline, I'm happy. Even if we take some damage on this encounter, whatever. Just don't let that thing live. Keep attacking them in the drone system, actually. Good. Repair the breach, and then you guys can go heal. You can be the pilot for a second. Do we keep it offline? Or do we go after another system? You know what? Keep it offline. They're trying to escape. Hit him in piloting. We missed, but that's okay. Let's get the medbay powered up. Is there a way we can do this by killing the crew? Nah, they're gonna jump away unless I land the shot. Yes, and it breached. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. We can possibly kill these guys. Not probably, possibly. They are gonna try to get stuff repaired. That's okay. Take out their engines. It's breached. Can we hit it again? I'm not gonna accept surrender offer because the next shot that lands will kill them. Excellent. That was close. They almost escaped. And they almost escaped due to just them having a very quickly powered up FTL drive. There was almost nothing that I could do about that. Maybe if I had the charge ion powered up, I could ionize their piloting system with 3 shots or something, but whatever. Do we want to go to the store? We might. We might. Let's go to one more beacon. We could sell the Crystal Vengeance Augment and buy something really important. Missile launcher. Sucks. We're going to have to deal with that. The fact that they only have 1 ion weapon and no other weapons, though, makes me think that a charge ion is a good action for me here. That's going to board me in an empty room, essentially. We're going to send... we might as well send the shield personnel to deal with it because I want the sensors to be online. Missile coming in. This is as high of a dodge chance as we can get. Let's attack their weapons room. Good. Missile launcher is offline. Now what do we do? We wait. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We are going to try to kill the Mantis first, and we're going to try to kill the NG aboard their ship. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to wait for a second here. We're going to attack him again. Okay. Reduce his health a little bit. Mantis retreated. Very interesting. Okay. You know what? Let's get the anti-biobeam going. Try to kill their crew with that. This guy can take one more hit. So let's hit him first. Good. Weapons offline, breach, 40 HP, 1 anti-biobeam will kill him. So why don't we attack them in their clone bay? They have no dodge chance, theoretically. Kill him with the anti-biobeam. It ionized the system. I'm going to fire at it just to make sure it's offline. You guys can get healed up, might as well. And we get a burst laser Mark 1 out of it. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. I think we could have done that even without the anti-biobeam, but it helps a lot. Because both of them were in the weapons room. We could have just fired a couple of shots in on them, killed them, and then ionized the clone bay, and that theoretically would have killed them. Everyone go back to your rooms, please. And I might want to use the burst laser instead of the charge ion. Why? Because the burst laser can do damage, and the charge ion is nice at taking down shields, but in order to take down 2 bars of shields, it needs to hit 3 times. In order for the burst laser to bring down 2 bars of shields, it needs to hit twice. That's why I think maybe the burst laser might be better. Now, if I didn't have the anti-biobeam, it would be really nice to have the charge ion as well. But I think I want to stick with the anti-biobeam. We have enough capability now of getting through shields that the anti-biobeam might allow us to kill crew a little bit reliably, and that might be kind of nice. It means we also don't necessarily need a teleporter. We don't need to board enemy ships in order to kill them. We can just use the anti-biobeam. Let's go to the lobby. Let's go to the store. I don't know what to buy, honestly. I don't know what systems to purchase, so ideally they make the decision very easy for me. And they did. Scrap recovery arm is an instant purchase. little bit of repair and fuel is nice. We're going to sell the Crystal Vengeance Augment. And we are going to... I kind of feel like keeping the Ion Charger. We might use it later. Only sells for 25. The Scrap Recovery Arm will allow us to get more scrap as we go. Laser Charger is not that bad. But I think the Laser Charger is better if you only have a ship that has 3 weapon slots. Because it does take 3 power, and it's not that good. Like, it's worse than a Burst Laser Mark II. It's worse than a Burst Laser Mark III. It's worse than a Flak. It's worse than a lot of stuff. You know, the thing that's good about it is that you can fire as quickly as you want. You can fire once every 5 seconds if you wanted to, but oftentimes what you want to do is you want to alpha strike the enemy. You want to get every weapon charged up at once and fire everything you have at once. And if everything takes roughly 15 seconds to charge, are you going to wait 5 seconds for one more bullet? Maybe. Maybe if the enemy has a lot of shields or high dodge chance, you keep missing a lot. Drone control with the combat drone could be nice. I prefer to buy it with a defense drone. Hacking could be good. We have 13 drone parts and we're not using them for anything. Hacking could be good. Yeah. It's not quite missile defense worthy, but if we come across a ship that has missiles or something, or weapons that we don't care about, we can always hack their shields down, get in our shots when their shields are at 0 and do a lot of damage to their weapon system. Or we can hack their weapons and buy us time for our weapons to get powered up. Yes, a defense drone might be better, dodge or destroy missiles a little bit more reliably, but the hacking is just so good. It's so good against the first and third phases of the Rebel flagship fight because you can take out all of those shields. We need a system. Sure. And you know what? This will also allow us to kill enemy crew more easily by hacking oxygen or hacking medbay. We have 13 drone parts. We're going to get more as we go. You know what? Screw it. Let's get hacking. I like it. I like it. Anti-biobeam burst laser. Okay. And we'll keep jumping. Free 26 scrap. Appreciated. Thank you very much. I would prefer to have destroyed a rock ship to get that scrap, but that's okay. Will we go to as many beacons as possible? I think we should. We're in a good position right now. We will attempt to download the ship's data stores. Ions plus a laser with no shields doesn't bother me all that much. We should be able to make this work. They do have a cloak, whatever. Depower the oxygen to power up the engines a little bit. Fire on their weapon system, and they'll be dead in just a second. Or at the very least, their weapons will be offline in just a split second. There we go, Ion's offline. Now it's offline again. And now we're just gonna auto-fire on their systems, power up the oxygen again, and be done with it. Easy encounter. But honestly, even if they had shields, this would still be pretty easy. Only thing that makes it slightly annoying is the cloak and the ion, the fact that you can permanently take down shields, even my shields with that ion, because the auto scout ships, I think they have innate manned systems that give them a bonus. Let's go to the exit, and we will probably go to at least 2 more beacons. I can probably go to 3 more beacons after the exit, and that's pretty good. That's enough that I'm thinking that might be worth it. As long as we don't die miserably, it's worth it. So let's do it. I can always upgrade the engines and hopefully get out of the rebel-controlled sector. We'll attack the ship, absolutely. Do we want to hack them? If we hack them, we can probably stop their missile from firing before we get a shot at them. The weapons room is in the middle of their ship. I think we hack them. We're going to get boarded. We're boarded in the engine room. That's easy to deal with. We actually also don't need that much shield power because we only have 1 basic laser. So we wait a second. Hack. We're going to fire in the burst laser first to take down the shields and everything else second. And we will destroy their weapon system first. You know what? That's worth it. It worked. One of the crew members is dead now. Get the medbay powered up. They're trying to get into the weapons room. The NG's made it in. He's going to get stuff repaired very quickly, so I'm wondering if maybe we might want to focus on the weapons room, do a little bit more damage to it. We can also focus on the oxygen room. Get them out repairing stuff. Shield, oxygen, engines maybe. Something like this. I like the breach. I really like the breach in the O2 room. And I like the fact that I can get these guys out of the weapons room, stop them from repairing it. He's going to repair the shields instead, which is a bad call for him. I should have gotten that burst laser online, so we're going to do that right instead. Because I need to be able to actually take down the shields, and the piercing weapons don't take down shields. Because they pierce, obviously. Burst laser can, so burst laser goes in, anti-bio beam kills the mantis, wounds the NG. NG won't live for very long. He can go into the oxygen room, try to get repaired. Sure, go ahead. I can kill you with the crystal weapon if I wanted to, but I don't. I'll let the anti-bio beam do the work for me. 24 scrap. Could have been a better payout, but honestly, this is about nickel and diming the game to death. This is about us getting a little bit of an advantage here and there by killing the crew, not necessarily being all, getting it all at once. You know, we're not going to get it all at once. Do we get some engine power? Do we save for shields? Now that is a tough call. I think we save it for shields for the ASB encounter. The engines might be good to get upgraded, but I don't think we can get the engines upgraded to level 6, because that's what we will need to get out of the encounter before the ASB lands. We can actually take out the enemy shields or weapons with the hack. So if all we worry about is the ASB, we won't take damage from the missile launcher and weapons that they have. If we assume that we won't anyways, then all we really need to do is upgrade the shields to protect us from lasers, flaks, beams. We might be able to do it. Okay, good. This is not a asteroid field. This is not a solar flare. This is also ship collectors, which means if we wound them and they escape, we will get a free weapon on the next sector. Very nice. This mantis will die, so I'm not even going to worry about attacking him. I actually want him to flee, because I don't want to destroy the ship. I want to wound it enough that they leave. How do we do that? We attack only one system on their ship. And we're going to do that by attacking the weapon system, obviously, because they have a missile launcher. Okay. That mantis is about to leave. There he goes. Close all doors, open all doors, turn on the oxygen. I don't want to even attack the teleporter. I just want them to leave. I will wait for him to walk into the weapons room, because then I can kill him. But I don't want to wound the crew teleporter. Okay, they're trying to escape. Jump imminent. We want them to escape. Excellent. We are after them. We are investing in our future with that encounter, because now on the next sector we can follow them. And honestly, I was thinking about it. We can't upgrade the shields. We didn't get any scrap from the encounter. We could upgrade engines, or we could upgrade hacking. Hack the enemy shields down, hack the enemy weapons down, allow us more time to escape. We can upgrade both, but then we don't have power for anything. So I think we do upgrade the hacking system once, and then 2 reactor upgrades. 2 reactor upgrades means that we can get the engines fully powered if we divert power out of oxygen, and we can hack them and have a 7-second hack. Sure, if we get hit by the ASB, we get hit by the ASB.